What about any outside influences? We talked a little bit about some laws that might be changing. There's some people trying to push some agendas that might affect the market, anything like that?
Yeah. Well, there's actually a couple things, but I think the one you're talking about that everybody here is going to be really interested in is like in northern Wisconsin. I don't know how it is in the other states. It might trickle over, but the deer kill in northern Wisconsin was way down in some counties, and we're talking like close to 30%. I think Price County, Wisconsin, I believe was the one I'm thinking. It was like 28% down. And last year we had a really hard winter up there, and there's been a lot of talk about the predator, the wolf mainly, but bear and bobcat and even cougar are showing up on regular basis in cameras. Just this morning, I got a text from my buddy here, and he showed me a video. He goes, check this out. It's in my backyard, and it was just a huge. Let's see if I can get this up here. It was a huge bobcat that is going to come walking across the picture here. Watch this coming from the left to the right
Holy
here in a
smokes,
second.
yeah.
There it is. And, he's seeing that more and more in his area. And so you add the wolves and the bear on top of that. The talk is that they want to cut back shooting does for 4 years in some of the northern tier of the state. And the big chatter about that is that going to kill deer hunting? Because, know who's going to want to go up north if you can't see a deer and you don't have actually a chance to shoot one. So the kids will lose excitement and won't want to go. And even a lot of the guys that, I don't know if we've gotten used to shooting does or the simplicity of getting a kill, not always a buck, will just completely spoil deer hunting. And then how will that affect the market up there? And I talked to another Whitetail Properties guy in east Wisconsin, Terry Patrick, and Terry and I were kind of going over this. I was trying to encourage him to come on my podcast and talk about this. But he had kind of a unique take on what's going to happen, because if you look at the like when I post a property for sale, good or bad, I get beat up for the price, and I'm like, hey guys, the price is the price. Okay. If it's not priced right, nobody will buy it. But
Right.
the fact is that they sell. And as an agent, I don't set the price. The buyer set the market. And then when my research pulls up those sales, and that becomes the market. It's, as much as I'd like to say that I'm, Neil Hauger, American Landman, Whitetail Properties guy, and give myself all the credit for all, I don't, it's not me. It's the market. I just list the property for people. And a lot of times the sellers are demanding a price because they see their neighbor selling or whatever. And so we were talking about, do you think the price of land in northern Wisconsin, and you could probably put Minnesota or Michigan into that, anywhere where the wolf regions are, is it going to drop because there's no deer, you can't shoot a doe, there's a ton of predators? I asked him, I go, what do you think is going to happen? He goes, well, honestly, I don't think the market's going to dip. And I'm like, really? You don't think so? He goes, no. He says, there's other buyers. There's buyers that don't deer hunt. They ATV, they UTV, they
Good
cross
point.
country ski. They just want to go out there and hear the loons on the lake, and they're quiet sports people or motor sports people or snowmobilers or whatever. There's just, while a lot of the hunters are going to pull out of these markets, there's going to be backfill, and there's going to be other people that come there. And unfortunately, I think the history that you and I know we both love, of a deer camp, in a lot of these counties, its days might be numbered, I think.